War, disease, poverty, and disaster all made 2023 a harrowing year for the people of Sudan. 7 months ago, on April 15, boiling tensions between factions of Sudan's army spilled into all-out violence. War between the military and the rapid support forces broke out in the capital, Khartoum, but swiftly spread across the nation to the Darfur. Hundreds of civilians were killed in the first months of the conflict, and thousands have been displaced.
It's heartbreaking what is happening in Sudan. In spite of successive ceasefires, and they keep making these arrangements, we see that they get observed in their breach almost within hours after these arrangements are signed. We see how civilians continue to be exposed to serious risk of death and injury.
On May 6, peace talks between the factions were held in Jeddah, along with envoys from the United States and Saudi Arabia. Both the army and RSF have agreed to multiple ceasefires and then consistently violated them.
Our preferred path is the path of the negotiation that we have in Jeddah, and we are optimistic that they will achieve a positive result.
Peace initiatives have proved slow and inadequate, with limited political commitment to end the crisis. The focus has instead turned to delivering humanitarian aid to the thousands of civilians suffering from shortages of food, water, and medicine. The United Nations estimates that up to 9,000 people have been killed since April, while about 5.6 million have been forced to flee their homes, 1.2 million of them across international borders.
We had to forcibly leave the country. I left with my baby, who were actually at that time only 10 months old. And we had to leave everything, everyone behind, even my husband.
A UN report indicates more than 50 million people are facing hunger and outbreaks of disease, including cholera. The World Food Programme says food aid for more than 500,000 refugees who have fled from Sudan to Chad will run out next month without extra funding. In Al Jazeera state, where the WFP have been providing aid to more than 800,000 people, food assistance was suspended as RSF troops made headway in the region.
We really need an urgent funding for this crisis. It's urgent because we need time to purchase the food, to bring the food on the site, to bring the food at the border, and to make sure the people will get at least a meal a day,
And with the spreading war forcing more Sudanese into desperation, that support is more critical than ever. Yusuf Sosar, TRT World.